The kingdom of Oru had once been the jewel of the continent, a land of golden rivers, green valleys and bustling cities where music never ceased. Its people were proud, for they were ruled by a line of kings whose blood, they said, was blessed by the gods themselves. But blessings are fickle things. When the rain stopped and the sky cracked under a burning sun, famine spread like fire. The great northern tribes swept down on horseback, raiding villages for food and water. The southern port fell to foreign fleet with banners of blood and smoke. By the time King Adewale took the throne, the kingdom was already bleeding from 100 wounds. He was young then, barely 30, strong-shouldered, eyes like storm clouds. He believed he could restore what was lost for 10 years. He fought, leading his warriors into the desert, negotiating with enemies and giving away the royal treasury to feed his people. But every victory was like trying to hold water in his hands. It slipped away. One by one, the cities fell. His council betrayed him, offering their loyalties to rival lords. His queen died in the winter plague. And still, Adewale wore his crown, not as a symbol of power, but as a promise that he would be the last to give up. Then came the Black Tide. It was not an army in the usual sense. It was a march of time's end, a creeping darkness that blotted out the sun, swallowing the land in silence. The old priest whispered that it was the gods reclaiming the world, erasing their failed creation. Wherever the tide touched, life withered in an instant. The remaining citizens of Orun fled to the western mountains, begging their king to follow. But Adewale refused. On the final day, he stood atop the palace steps. The once white walls were scorched. The garden turned to ash. His armor, dented and dull, bore the marks of 100 battles. In his hand was the sword of his ancestors, a blade forged in an age where kings ruled not by fear but by oath. The tide rode closer, silent and unstoppable. Adewale knew his sword could not cut it, but that no wall could stand against it. But he also knew this: a king's duty was not to survive, but to stand. When the darkness reached the first step, he lifted the blade high. The wind caught his royal cloak, snapping it like a banner in the void. The people would tell the story for generations, how the last king faced the end without bowing, how the gods themselves paused to watch. In the final heartbeat before Orun was swallowed, King Adewale smiled, for he knew that even in the end, the crown had not fallen. Follow and subscribe for more videos like this.